we have, I mentioned that you and I are on lockdown, but not the flights from China. Well, the Scottish medical chief, who's hectoring everybody over there, yeah, see, rules are for the little people, right? Do you have that track ready? Take a look at this.
I've already issued a statement this morning apologising unreservedly for travelling away from my home while restrictions were in place. As well as this weekend, it's important to be clear that I also was there last weekend with my husband. I did not follow the advice I'm giving to others. I'm truly sorry for that. I've seen a lot of the comments from members of the public on Twitter today, people calling me a hypocrite, people telling me about the hardships they've endured while following my guidance. My office has also received emails from members of the public who are making clear to me their disappointment and unhappiness at what I've done. People have told me that I'm irresponsible, that I've behaved as if my advice does not apply to me. I want people to know that I have seen all of that, and I've heard the comments. What I did was wrong. I'm very sorry. It will not happen again. I know how important the advice is that I've issued. I do not want my mistake to distract from that. I don't want to make the jobs of the police or my NHS colleagues any harder, and I apologise to them as well. I have a job to do as Chief Medical Officer to provide advice to ministers on the path of this virus and to support the medical profession as they work night and day to save lives. This was a mistake, human error, and there's no excuses. I should not have done what I did. I'm very sorry about that. I've spoken to the police this morning about this, and I'm sorry for taking up their time on this when it could have been avoided. Having spoken with the First Minister this morning, my intention is to continue to focus on my job.
It's a pretty abject apology. I take issue with two words in it, though. She says human error. No. Human error is when there's an accident because you miscalculated a number, or the plane crashed because of human error. The car crashed because of human error. You hit your thumb by accident, human error. You hit your thumb with a hammer, human error. You plugged something into the wrong plug, human error. Human error, no. I don't think deliberately flouting your authoritarian rules for others while enjoying your own liberty, that's not human error. That would be like if someone was in charge of enforcing prohibition of liquor and then they had a secret stash of liquor themselves. That's not human error. That's a conscious, thoughtful decision that rules are for the little people and you are the rule maker, not the rule taker, rule follower. That's a pretty abject apology. But she was apologizing for what she did, but not for why she did it, because in fact she sort of lied. Human error. No. It's not human error when you are telling everyone in your country, don't do that, 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 and then you go and do those things. That's not an accident, that's not a mistake, that's not an error. That is a choice that you make because you are the ruler, the ruling class, the boss, the authoritarian. That is not human error. See, that public health officer from Scotland there, she's having the time of her life. I'm not saying she's happy that people are dying or getting sick, of course not. But this is her big moment. She's a TV star. People not only listen to what she says, they obey her. She's telling politicians what to do. She's telling cabinet ministers, she's telling the prime minister what to do. She's telling the police what to do. And they're obeying her. That must feel so powerful. These public health officers are anonymous bureaucrats, making a good public sector salary, but not millionaires. Well respected, sure, many of them are doctors, but all of a sudden now they are the masters of everything they survey. Like that bouncer who can capriciously say, oh, you can't go hiking, oh, you can't go to the park, or you can't go out in groups larger than 5. Oh, you can't go out in groups larger than 2. You can't drive. You can only go to the grocery once a week. You can only go to the groceries twice a week, and hopefully you have enough money to buy 2 weeks worth of food. So these people who are good enough people, but they're really ignored most of the time, suddenly have awesome power. And they're telling you and I what to do, and they're really enjoying it. But you know what? They're not following it. Do they believe the advice they're giving? I think they do. But they also know that, oh, well, I don't have to.